Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, in this lesson I will discuss about pollution, consequences and control. So what are pollutants? Pollutants are the substances that actually cause pollution, and they may be the industrial effluents, domestic wastes, medical wastes, and there are two types, biodegradable and non biodegradable. So here are different types of pollutants in which carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, lead and ground level ozone are included. Pollution is defined as any undesirable change in the physical, chemical, or biological characteristics of air, water, and land that may harmfully affect living organisms and natural resources. First, I will discuss about air pollution. It is one of the major environmental issues of today. It is defined as the change of composition of air by the addition of harmful substances, for example, industrial and automobile gases and particulate matter. All sources of air pollution are related to human activities. Burning of coal produces a lot of smoke and dust, whereas the burning of petroleum produces sulfur dioxide. In addition to these, air pollutants include carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, hydrocarbons, particulate matter, and traces of metals. Different industries produce air pollution in different ways. Fertilizer industries release oxides of sulfur and nitrogen, hydrocarbons, particulate matter, and fluorine. Thermal industries are coal based and their pollutants are fly ash, soot, and sulfur dioxide. Textile industries release cotton, dust, nitrogen oxides, chlorine, smoke, and sulfur dioxide. Steel industries release carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, phenol, fluorine, cyanide, and particulate matter. Here you are watching on your screen different types of noise pollution. So, what is noise? Unwanted, unpleasant, and annoying sounds are termed as noise. Noise is also considered as a form of pollution. Immediate effects of noise pollution are annoyance and aggression, and the long term effects are hearing loss, depression, and hypertension. Now I will discuss about the effects of air pollution. We have studied that global warming is one of the consequences of air pollution. According to estimation, at the current rate of increase, the average global temperature will go up by 3 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius in the next 100 years. The first effect of air pollution is smoke formation. When pollutants like hydrocarbons and nitrogen oxides combine in the presence of sunlight, smoke is formed. This is a mixture of gases. It forms a yellowish brown haze, especially during winter, and hampers visibility. So, here you are watching that there is a decrease in visibility. It also causes many respiratory disorders and allergies as it contains polluting gases. Next one is acid rains. The air pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides react with water in the atmosphere, producing acid rains. Next is ozone layer depletion. So, the upper layer, that is stratosphere of the atmosphere, has ozone, that is O3, and this O3 absorbs ultraviolet rays present in the sun's radiation. However, the air pollutants like CFCs, that are chlorofluorocarbon, destroy the ozone molecules and so break the ozone layer. Ozone holes are created which permit UV rays to reach the Earth's surface. The UV rays increase the temperature and also cause skin cancer. The harmful effects of sun rays, which are the UV rays, is visible here. In the countries such as Australia and New Zealand, where the role of skin cancer rate of skin cancer is higher than the other regions of the world. Next is control of air pollution. For effective control of air pollution, it is important to create public awareness about the ill effects of air pollution. Air pollution can be controlled by the afforestation. It means the establishment of new forests by planting on non-forest areas. Forests are effective means to control air pollution because plants can filter the air that is absorbed by the plants. So it is the conversion of wasteland into woodland or forest. This is the transformation of land which has not been forested for a period of more than 20 years to woodland through seeding and planting. Next is modification of industrial effluents. The air pollutants coming from industries should be passed through filters and other devices so that the particulate matters is removed before the waste gases are released out. The smoke producing units should have long chimneys to take the polluting gases far above and then disperse over a large area. Industries should also invest for solar cookers or for producing biogas. Next is eco-friendly fuels. Lead-free fuels should be used in automobiles. Similarly, sulfur-free fuel should be used in coal-based industry to reduce pollution by sulfur dioxide. Next, I will discuss about water pollution. It is the change in the composition of water by the addition of harmful substances. Water pollution severely affects the health of the people. Sewage is one of the major pollutants of water. It contains organic matter and the excreta of human and other animals. Organic matter encourages the growth of microorganisms which spread diseases. The waste of industries, acids, alkalis, dyes, and other chemicals are disposed in nearby water bodies. These wastes change the pH of water and are harmful for aquatic organisms. Certain industries release hot water from their cooling plants. It results in heating up of water bodies and the aquatic life. Fertilizers and pesticides enter in the water bodies with the rainwater, and here you are watching that there is extensive use of pesticide, herbicide and fertilizer. There is industrial emission, leaking fuel and chemical tanks, industrial chemical spills, badly managed landfill, drainage of household chemicals, and improper use of contaminated water. So, these are the sources of groundwater pollution. Fertilizers and pesticides enter in water bodies with the rainwater flow and groundwater by seepage. These chemicals remain in water for a long time and can enter food chains. They cause a number of diseases in animals. Oil tankers and offshore petroleum refineries cause oil leakage into water. Oil floats on water surface and prevents atmospheric oxygen from mixing in water. So aquatic organisms begin to die due to oxygen shortage. Next is heavy metals. Heavy metals, this term is used to any metallic chemical element that has relatively high density and is toxic or poisonous at low concentration. Aluminium, arsenic, lead, barium, cadmium, mercury, and selenium are the heavy metals. Some heavy metals, such as lead, mercury, arsenic, and cadmium, also make the water polluted. Such metals can be present in the water released from industries and urban settlement. If water with such heavy metals is given to plants, the metals enter the vegetables, and such contaminated vegetables are harmful for human health, and they reduce growth and development and cause cancer, nervous system disorders, and many other diseases. Mercury and lead can cause joint diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, kidney diseases, circulatory system diseases, and nervous system diseases and disorders. Do you know that there are more than 200 tanneries in Pakistan? Tanneries are the industries where the raw skin is treated to make leather. And these tanneries are in majority in the Kasur city. The industrial discharge, that is about 9,000 cubic meters of waste of water, it, it is daily disposed of into the water. This water contains heavy metals and becomes a part of underground water. In 2003, a survey showed that two-thirds of residents and 72% of Teneri's workers suffered cancer, infection of the kidneys, or loss of eyesight. Tests were showing that drinking water was contaminated with lead, mercury, and chromium. Next is water pollution and its effects. The first one is eutrophication. Eutrophication is the enrichment of water with inorganic nutrients, nitrates, and phosphates. The waste, the sewage, and fertilizers contain large amount of inorganic materials, nutrients, and when sewage and fertilizers reach water bodies, the nutrients present in them provoke algal bloom, which is the excessive growth of algae, which algal growth is increasing the number of decomposers. Decomposers use the oxygen present in water and it results in the depletion of oxygen. Algal bloom also reduces the light reaching in the lower layers. So it reduces amount of light for photosynthesis, it increases the amount of dying algae, it results in bacterial growth that depletes oxygen in the water, it decreases dissolved oxygen and creates hypoxic conditions. Next is food chain contamination. The non-biodegradable water pollutants may stay in water for long times. From water, they enter into small organisms which are fed upon by fish. Then, this fish in turn are fed upon by land animals and including humans. Diseases such as hepatitis, cholera, cancers are most common. Next is epidemics. Organic fertilizers or organic materials or organic pollutants in water facilitate the growth of germs. Such polluted water causes epidemics like cholera and gastroenteritis. Gastroenteritis is stomach flu. Now I will discuss about control of water pollution. Public should be made aware of the dangers of water pollution before releasing the sewage into the water bodies. It must be purified through sewage treatment techniques. Industrial waste should also be treated before they are released into water bodies. Next is land pollution. Land, that is soil, is an important resource as it is the basis for the growth of producers. In recent times, soil has been subjected to pollution. So here you are watching different types of pollution on soil. The pesticides that are used in agriculture have chemicals that stay in soil for long times. The acid rains change the pH of soil, making it unsuitable for cultivation. The household garbage lies scattered in the soil in the absence of a proper disposal system. Materials like polythene bag blocks the passage of water into soil and so decrease the water holding capacity of the soil. Next is many industries produce harmful chemicals which are disposed of without being treated. Improper disposal of nuclear wastes also causes radioactive substances to remain in soil for a long time. Open latrines in the villages and some parts of the country are responsible for increasing the sources of land pollution. Next, I will discuss about control of land pollution. There should be suitable and safe disposal of wastes, including the nuclear waste. Non biodegradable materials like plastic, glass, and metals should be recovered and recycled, and inorganic pesticides should be replaced by organic pesticides. So, that was all about different types of pollution. I hope this lecture was a good source of information. Thank you and have a nice day.